Hello? Okay, that's super weird. Awesome. I'm glad I checked that. So I was like, I was talking the whole time, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna check it to see if the audio is, because like people are trickling in, but I want to get kind of started. And I was gonna start the next match, but if you guys couldn't hear me, then that would have sucked. So I'm glad I checked it. But also, what I was just saying was, I haven't really been feeling very well. We were gonna stream with T yesterday, but then I ended up kind of not doing that. Asked T if I couldn't because I wasn't feeling super into it. So we'll probably do that next week, Wednesday, if we can. Um, and then I was saying that we got 3 followers, and I followed. I followed one of them back, and they were streaming, so I dropped a follow and ran away. Okay, let's get into the next match, or the first match of the night, and we'll see if if we can hear everything. But let's get into it. If you guys for some reason something goes on, I can't hear it, you can't hear it, let me know. But let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and tonight we are in we are in that sense of no man's land, as we say, in between championships, but no man's land is deepened even further with the next premium live event being divisions, meaning that there will be no championship match defended other than the MPW Openweight Championship. So the champions get the night off when it comes to divisions, but for the challengers, there are no nights off. We're gonna start off with we're gonna kick the show off with the starting of the Icon Division #1 Contenders Tournament. And we're gonna have a little bit of a larger tournament, 12 contenders for the title. Starting off with Potato, Adore Potato. Gonna start off our round here, and oh, no, it is going to be Greg. I was going to say the sound guy is off to lunch already, but no, it's Greg starting us off. 2 masked men going to go at it. Greg was this close to picking up his championship win in the Elimination Chamber, and since then he has not really had his opportunity. The Greg Nation is forming around this man, 1/4 of the coalition. We will have to look out for his other coalition members in the tournament to see who will be able to go one-on-one with FlairZero in roughly 2 months' time. Greg is definitely something you would call an underdog, someone you would call the dark horse in this match. But when it comes to Potato, I would say that Potato is definitely is not necessarily the favorite to win this match. I would say Potato has been an underdog in MPW for most of his career. Will this change which one can come out on top? Both these two are very unpredictable competitors, and it just takes that extra bit of motivation to be able to push yourself past this. So we're going to be not only having a #1 contenders tournament for the Icon division, but we will have the Idol division starting up next match. Their #1 contenders, same dealio, 12 people in this match, all pining for one shot in the final triple threat match for the #1 contenders for their respective titles. And we're going to start off, kicking off the show. Of course, Greg has a little bit of the reach advantage, a little bit of the height advantage, but I will say that when it comes to pure strength, Potato might just have it. Starting it off strong with a bear hug, trying to squeeze the life out of Greg, but of course, you know, you could get a tap early on, but not quite for Greg, bouncing Potato over his knee. Greg's success is growing even further from just joining the coalition. It seems that he has his own little cult fan base going, the Greg Nation, as we called it earlier, of people that stand behind him, seeing him as that average, everyday working man coming into the ring to do everybody's dream, to become a professional wrestler. All the fans' dreams of being able to step inside the squared circle and fight for some of the most coveted prizes in online wrestling. Potato, though, is not going to give up, not going to let up with those stiff shots and forearms striking the mask of Greg. When it comes to maybe formal training, I would say that Potato definitely has the edge against Greg, but Greg certainly has a bit of a unique style, tossing him out of the corner. Potato puts him down for a 2 count already, an early 2 count. Kip up by Greg off the ropes and a flying forearm. Like I said, unorthodox, unpredictable is Greg. And Greg's going to step over the top rope, follow Potato to the outside. Of course, they do have to the count of 10 to get back in the ring. But until then, the outside, everything they do on the outside is relatively legal other than pulling out a foreign object. German suplex! Tossing him, release German. Potato sending Greg flying on the outside. Greg might be out cold, but Potato deciding to break the count, reset that back to 1. It's going to follow Greg on the outside. Suplex again! Bouncing Greg off the concrete. For someone like Potato, he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. People call him a little bit too green, too new to the MPW arena, to the MPW sport. Oh my god! But it's his turn to show people that he's ready for a championship back. Body drop again! The punishment to the spine continues with the relentless offense from Potato. Getting in at the count of 5. Potato maintains control as they transition back into the ring. But of course, commentators curse jawbreaker by Greg. And once again, sending his head off his knee. Going into the full mount on top of him. And he's going to bust open Potato under that mask. He's wearing a mask of crimson, but the forearm reversal. Potato feeling a little bit wobbly. Goes for the cover on Greg. 1, 2. Potato nearly takes it again. Those shots to the back have done some damage to Greg, and you can visibly see it once again, pushing him back into the corner and tossing him across the ring. Potato might just have Greg exactly where he wants him. Picking him up from behind. Potato plunge! Plunging Greg into the canvas. Head first. Kick out at 2. Potato flips him around. Grabs him for a German suplex. One of the fanciest German suplexes in the business. But Potato's not done. Going maybe for a Potato plunge again. Reversal this time. Blocks the knee. Potato's a little bit wobbly. Maybe used too much energy. A combination of kicks. Spinning heel kick from Greg. Picking up steam. The pendulum switch. Greg spear. No! The knee blocks him. Potato has Greg's number. Rights and lefts. Saito suplex, dropping him on his shoulders. Have you ever seen a potato fly? You are gonna now. Crashing and burning, landing on that knee. And speaking of knees, driving it into the skull of Potato. This match has quickly picked up the pace. Greg got him up on his shoulders, inverted, falling down, DDT. Sweeps the leg. And now Greg trying to slow down the pace of the match, targeting the ribs, gets him in the face, rocks him with that shot. Now pulls the arm back and is looking to just maybe pull on the fingies, the phalanges of Potato, and driving the knees in the back. You could have said, you could have asked me 20 minutes ago, 20 seconds ago, if you thought Greg was completely out of it. I would have said absolutely yes. My professional opinion is that Greg is completely out of this match, but he is somehow surviving and picking up pace. Potato maybe went too quickly, put too much foot on the gas, and now his tank might be running empty as Greg is systematically picking him apart. Greg's gonna meet him on the outside once again, but he hasn't had much luck on the outside so far. Will that continue? Suplex this time, trading that suplex back to Potato. Stomping his head against the concrete. And a running knee again. The knee strikes are adding up from Greg to Potato. Working over the legs is going to drive him face first into the concrete. Multiple stomps to the back. And pulling on the arms. Greg wants this opportunity as much as anybody else in this business. Throws him in at 5. Greg's back in the ring. If he can get one big move off, I think it could be it. Forearms pushing. Potato back. Off the rope. Spear by Greg to put Potato away. 1, 2, 3. No, kick out at 2.9. 2.9 voice crack from Potato. Greg going up top. Greg looking to fly. Drops the knee from the top rope. And Greg is hyped. Foot on the bottom rope there. Tied up in the bottom rope. Potato's back up running. Taking him down with a tackle. Could that last burst of energy been enough to put down Greg? Kick out at 2. A desperation pin if you call it anything else. Ooh, knee strike. Trading blows to the skull. Surprisingly similar tactics, but now going to the outside. Potato splashing. Greg on the outside. They're going to continue to brawl on the floor of the arena. Greg sweeps the leg as he gets back onto his feet. He's going to pick up Potato. 3 count. Greg wants to finish this in the ring. Circling around, looking for his opportunity, maybe taking a breather. 4. I said Greg wants to finish this in the ring, but maybe I was wrong. Kick scattered with a left hand. Now a couple rights of his own. Spinning back fist. Catching Potato. They are just brawling on the outside. Rocked him with that hand. Potato off the ropes. Ducks under. Ooh, big liver punch. Targeting the liver deadlift. Discus forearm, ripcord forearm. And now Greg going onto the middle ropes, catching Potato as he enters. And then goes for the cover. 1, 2 to catch Potato off guard. Kick out at 2, though. These two are looking for any opportunity they can to pick up this win. Greg, I got a second spear. I think Greg might be moving on. 1, 2, 3, and Greg, the Greg Nation, behind him as Greg moves on to the second round. The first member of the coalition to move on in the tournament, the #1 contenders tournament. We could see Greg go all the way as we will move on to the start of the Idol Division #1 contenders tournament next. How's it going? What's up? Also, is it Usushi? I'm so sorry. I know who you are because you're Kaiju's friend, right? Or maybe I'm completely wrong, but you're Kaiju's friend. You guys were streaming Marvel Rivals. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. This is Masu Pro Wrestling. We do a little wrestling show every other week. And a lot of it is me commentating, so I won't be talking during the matches to the chat, but in between the matches, we'll absolutely keep watching. But I appreciate you for the follow as well. I saw that. Wait, how you doing? I have to follow all of the people I know. Like, I don't really know Kaiju. It's weird. I'm like, I know Kaiju from another person, but then I watch their streams. So then I'm like, anybody that is like part of Kaiju streams, I gotta follow them. I've got like a big list of people all over Twitch now. I've like tripled my follow list this last year, I guess technically. But how you doing? Welcome on in. If you want to, you can bet some points on who you think is going to win. We're doing a lot of tournaments right now. There's going to be a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, and a lot of good times. Also, how you doing, Rize? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And if you're not, I hope this can make it a better one. This stream will make a better one. I almost didn't do the stream today. I was almost like, meh, I'm not feeling it. But I was like, I just gotta look at a screen. Why I'm doing fucking fantastic. I have seen your Twitter, so I was like, I'm gonna ask because it's a cordial thing to do, but I understand that, you know, shit's not always going well. But I hope your day gets better. I need more friends. I always need friends. Absolutely. Stand up and stretch. How you doing, Bad Fox? Welcome on in. I always need more friends, especially more streamer friends. Because I don't necessarily collab super often with people, but it's always good to have options, you know? I'm much more of a single player game kind of person, but it's a lot nice to have options. And also, who doesn't want more friends just in general? You know? I'd love to have friends. I'm trying to put myself out there a little bit more also. I'm not a super social guy in general either. So I like you. I love wrestling. Well, that's good. And hey, I'm just saying. So I'll tell you a little bit more about Masu Pro Wrestling. If you don't know what Masu means, it's a nickname. So I right now am not UnchainedAwesome. I'm actually Masu Pro Wrestlington. Just a fun character we made up. But so Masu is like my nickname. So if you want to call me Masu, you can. If you don't, you can call me Chain, Unchained, whatever suits your business. This is a wrestling show that we do, and basically all the characters are either made up by us or people that we know. So I'm like, you know, I always need more VTubers to put in the stuff. Like the last match we just had Potato, who's been a follower of my channel for a long time. He's been around, and then we had Greg, which is actually just a one-off joke that became not a one-off joke. But all the characters in this are either characters we've made up or other streamers, other VTubers. So I mean, I always need, if you like wrestling, I always need more VTubers. But let's get into the second match of the night. We're gonna do 3 shows. Each show has 4 matches. So we're gonna get to the second match of the night, and hopefully you enjoy. All right, let us start the second match of the night, and kicking off the first match of the Idol Division #1 Contender Tournament. Starting us off to enter that is one half of the MPW Tag Team Champions, Emrys Morgana La Primera. Emrys Morgana, one half of the MPW Tag Team Champions with MeepsWorld, leaving her title in the back, as this is the singles tournament. I mean, Emrys also does like to parade MeepsWorld around with the title like a trophy. If you aren't familiar, you're going to want to keep your eyes on her, because she is going to do anything it takes to win, no matter what. Emrys Morgana starting us off. I mean, what else more can you say about one of the most dastardly idols in the division? Let's just hope her opponent has good spirits, and if I know this one, no matter what happens, no matter who wins, loses, or losses, no matter what happens tonight, today is going to be a good day, as MintyClovers will be her opponent. Former Idol Division champion MintyClovers. We haven't seen MintyClovers with an Idol Division championship around her waist in a long time. Speaking of a long time, I got the exact date here if I get my notes. We haven't seen her hold the title since basically like a year ago, actually. Season 1, it's not a Christmas show. She held the title for 70 days and was the 3rd Idol Division champion ever. And we have not seen her since. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different champions between Minty's last title reign. But Emrys is willing to do anything it takes to win, but I gotta say, MintyClovers is one of the hardest idols to put down, so this is gonna be a test of endurance. Bumps him. It's gonna be a test of endurance. Backbreaker And then the club to the back of the neck. MintyClovers is almost the perfect counter to someone like Emerson Morgana. The person that... The type of wrestler that wants to get under their opponent's skin, get in their opponent's head, use trickery and tomfoolery to just get the upper hand. But MintyClovers, she is just a beacon of positivity. I don't think there's a negative thought in her head. So it's going to be a rough one for Emerson Morgana to try and pick up a win here. Both starting off taking it slow, targeting the right arm of MintyClovers. Of course, though, a battle of endurance does lean in Emerson Morgana's favor, as she is a submission specialist. So the longer this match goes, the more worn out you'll be, and the more susceptible you will be to the hemlock. And you may tap. May see Minty tap out. Forearm to the jaw. And already cover. Early on, kick out at 1. Just testing the water, see how it goes. MintyClovers grabbing the ears of Emerson Morgana. Forearm again takes her down. They're working over the arm again. Standing shooting star press. The high flyer versus the submission specialist. The tale as old as time. Emerson Morgana really waiting for opportunities to put in some offense. Rolls through. I don't think I've ever seen anyone roll out of that elbow. MintyClovers expertly moving out of the way. I mean, if you're going to consider anyone to be a veteran of MPW, it would have to be MintyClovers. Has been here since the beginning. When it comes to seniority, MintyClovers has it over Emerson Morgana. DDT, flattening her head first into the canvas. Emerson, a little bit of hesitation. Could cost you the match, but targeting with the back of the leg there. Emerson Morgana pulling MintyClovers to the corner. MintyClovers gets out of it. And Minty get the elbow off. Swinging neck breaker. And a standing moonsault. Excuse me, I almost said shooting star press, but that's the opposite, basically. But I say that Emerson Morgana is a submission specialist, but MintyClovers has some submissions of her own. We just very rarely see her pull them out. Locks it in. I don't know if that was the right move for MintyClovers to do that. But MintyClovers trying a little bit of something. I don't know if that's the right move to go up against a submission specialist. Say that 20 times fast. MintyClovers flips her over to the belly-to-belly. Emerson knows as much about locking in submission holds as she does about getting out of them. MintyClovers knows as much about risking her life as she does putting her life in jeopardy. Oh my god! Just a little bit too short. Some air and a few hairs distance from stomping Emerson Morgana in the face, but it looks like MintyClovers is showing nowhere. Neck breaker off the shoulders. Standing booty popping moonsault. MintyClovers showing no signs of that landing affecting her. Cross arm breaker on the floor. Again, maybe Minty trying to get into the head of Emerson Morgana. Reversal Inzagiri. They gotta mind the referee's count. And MintyClovers sees it at the count of 5, wants to get back in. Does look like MintyClovers is slowing down a little bit. Standing shooting star press again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Going back to the well. And now MintyClovers close to the ropes, maybe? Nope. Emerson Morgana's gonna fight out of her grip. Gonna break out of it. And smack in the back of the head with authority. Where is Emerson going? Wherever it was, it's not gonna happen. It's MintyClovers unloading shots to Emrys, trying to back her up into the ropes. The most dangerous place you could be in. Reversal, though. Now kicking that inside, or the back of the leg. Russian leg sweep. MintyClovers, I think, is feeling some kind of way off the ropes. Oh, through the ropes! Let's go! Clothesline! She is doing that just to pop me. 1, 2. MintyClovers pointed up to my booth and said, watch this. I'm about to do the funny clothesline and actually hit it this time. I'm fucking dead. Targets the leg with an elbow. Once again, what is MintyClovers looking for? Whatever it is, Emrys pops up, now putting Minty against the ropes, and Minty sends her up and over. Minty deciding just to meet her on the outside, not give her a moment of respite. Another one, I was going to say, going back to the well, but this time, Emrys is smart to it, gets the knees up. I bet landing on those studded boots does not feel good. Sending her into the steel steps. Emrys would happily take a count-out victory, but I don't see it happening. At a 4 count, Emrys Morgana already celebrating, her ego showing. 6 count. Minty's going to take her time. She's got loads of time left to get back in the ring. Going to make sure to maximize those seconds. Spinning back kick off the ropes. And now Emrys is going up, saying if you can do submission holds, I can do high-flying maneuvers. And that's exactly what she does. Shoulders down, center of the ring. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. I said at the beginning of the match, MintyClovers is not someone to take lightly and probably one of the hardest idols to take down. Leg lock. Minty's got nowhere to go. We could see the tap. Minty trying to reverse it and does, but that wear on the leg is definitely going to affect Minty's ability to jump. Tries to go for it again. MintyClovers off the rope. Drop kick, I said, going to affect her her ability to jump, but apparently she says, fuck you. Emrys Morgana got behind her, looking for something. The hemlock. Hemlock locked in. MintyClovers. We can see MintyClovers tap, and she does, like again at the beginning of the match I said, a match of endurance is only going to be going in Emrys's favor as the hemlock locks in, an immediate tap by MintyClovers. Emrys Morgana will move on to the next round of the Idol Division tournament, the first winner of the Idol Division #1 Contenders tournament. We're going to continue these tournaments as we go on the next couple weeks. Emrys Morgana starting it hot, putting a message out to the rest of the roster as we will move on once again to the Icon Division #1 Contenders tournament, the second match of the first round. How's it going, Burning Lava? Also, Bushu, thank you so much for the follow. We were working with a new follow system, so usually the sound should not play during when I'm doing the matches, so it was a little weird and caught me off guard there. But I appreciate you nonetheless. Usually I have it set so it comes on here, so we'll have to figure out a solution to that. I might end up just maybe having them off for MPW streams and just thanking you guys normally. Are you hoping that WWE 2K will be available on the new Switch? I am, but I would probably still get it on PC. It would be nice to have it on the new Switch, especially if it runs well, but if it's going to be like the other WWE games that were on the Switch and have less features, then I probably would not pick it up, but I'd be happy if it was on it no matter what. Because the last games on the Switch was WWE 2K18, and it wasn't well optimized. No, it was terrible, and I was actually going to buy that game, but the Xbox version, I think I bought it for Xbox, because they were saying they were going to have 8-man matches, like 4 people versus 4 people, or 8-man battle royales and stuff like that, and that was something I really wanted. So I didn't buy it, because in the Switch version, you could only have 6v6, or 3v3, rather. And so I was like, 6-man matches, so I was like, that kind of, it's not as interesting. So I didn't end up going that route. But Also, I gotta remember to put the tag titles back on Emerson Morgana. I forgot. Because we use a mod for this version of 2K23, and it fucks up some of the titles, if you guys are wondering. I'll just gonna be lurking most of the stream whilst I revise. Okay, sounds good, Bad Fox. Thank you so much. And also, you're gonna lurk. Sounds good, Arcade. I don't know if you want me to call you Arcade or Ushi. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce people's name. I apologize. But I appreciate the lurks nonetheless. Let's get into the third match of the night after I set up this prediction. If you guys want to vote on the predictions, bet some fake money, and have some fun, sounds good. If you don't want to, also sounds good. But if you're the only person that votes and nobody votes against you, or if someone votes with you, like if you're the only person that votes and you lose, I will give you your points back no matter what. So, okay. You're letting loose with points tonight. So if you guys want to have a chance for making some points, Rize's buying. Okay, let's get into it. All right, it's time for our semi-main event of the evening. We kicked off tonight's show with the start of the Icon Division #1 Contenders Tournament, and we will be continuing it in this match, getting 2 matches per week here for the #1 Contenders Tournament. One of the largest #1 Contenders Tournaments we've had in a long time. 12 members from each division in each tournament. Dragthulu, a former Icon Division champion, former Openweight champion as well. We have not seen Drag. Drag is also the 3rd Icon Division champion, much like MintyClovers was the 3rd Idol Division champion. We have not seen, and Drag lost it at the same event, not a Christmas show, in Season 1. Can Dragthulu move on and get to the next round of the tournament? We haven't seen Dragthulu with the Icon Division Championship around his waist in a long time. We haven't seen him with any championships around his waist, but he's put his spoon in a couple different bowls. He's got a little bit of a tag team alliance with Bonk. He's dabbled in the Openweight division. This man has really done it all. Can he become a 2-time Icon Division champion? Or will he lose to his opponent here tonight in the second match of the first round? The winner of this match will be going on next week, or not next week, but next round, to face Greg. After Greg had somewhat of an upset victory against Potato, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say when you have someone like Greg who has a very inconsistent win-loss record. Greg seems to show up when it matters, but we'll have to see if that's the same for Dragthulu. Each match requires a unique headspace. What kind of headspace does Dragthulu have to be in to pick up the win here? I feel like we have seen these two lock up before in the center of the ring, but we haven't in a while, I don't think. It is Dobby. Dobby has yet to see any championships in his career so far, but has challenged for the Icon Division Championship. He's made it to that top position, but just was too short, not enough strength to grasp that brass ring. Can Dobby do it? Can Dobby move all the way? I mean, if you can win a tournament like this, move all the way to the final triple threat, that is going to be an impressive, not only impressive to get that title shot, but that's going to be impressive to increase your stock in MPW. Get people behind you. It's going to be an impressive feat. And if there's anything that we love at MPW, it is feat that is impressive. What I can say about these two is this is going to be a hard-hitting fight. When it comes to just beating the shit out of each other, there are too few that can come up to Dragthulu and Dobby. And they're going to start it off right. Kicks and punches, like I said. When it comes to just beating the shit out of each other, these two know what they're doing. They are professors in that field. And Dobby is going to start off hot. We talked about Greg being a little bit unorthodox in the previous Icon Division #1 Contenders match. But when it comes to the most unorthodox, I think in MPW, I have to give it to Dobby. Truly a bare-knuckle brawl street fighter. As he gets off the top rope. Decides against it. I was going to say we don't see Dobby go up top very often. Drops under. Bumps him. And Dobby's maintaining control as he hangs Drag to dry. Drag gets back on his feet. It's going to send Dobby up and over the top rope. Right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Ooh, and a drop kick. To the side of the jaw on the floor. Both these two men love the outside of the ring and thrive on it. Obviously, Dragthulu, a former openweight champion, completely familiar with having to fight in any element. Three count, sending Dobby back into the ring. Referee giving them time to fight on the outside. Haymaker shots from Dragthulu. And a hammer fist to the back. Rocking their shit. And a flurry of punches raining down onto Dobby. Tries to reverse it. Gets hyperextension on his leg. Single leg drop kick. A little bit too short. Dobby gets back up. And is pulling the arm for Dragthulu. And a little bit of a back body drop. Like arm maneuver. Landing his back on his arm. Kick out at 1. Deadlift. Into a power bomb. Just a jackknife power bomb. And once again, going for that deadlift. Gonna flatten him. I've just made this realization now that Dragthulu's shirt is like the exact same color as the mat. Dragthulu sends him. Ooh, just a stiff kick across the chest. Goes for the cover again. Testing the waters of the match, seeing how far they need to go. Testing to see how much damage has already been dealt. Now getting him into like a skull end submission hold type on the floor. Dobby gets those knees to the temple. Ooh, goes for a big punch, gets caught with a kick again. And now it's time for Drag to deadlift Dobby. And he is not a light man. Running power slam. Dragthulu is once again going to meet Dobby on the outside for the second time this match. Attacking the inner leg. I could not tell you which side I would be supporting or thinking that's going to win. Chops and punches. It could go either way for either of these two. Dobby's going to make it into the ring at 3 count. Dragthulu taking his time on the outside. He's got loads of time to take a breather. And it looks like Dobby is going to enjoy this well-desired breather in between this lull in the match. And the stare down between these two, the tension. And a scoop slam. Giving him no chance to breathe when he enters the ring. It's all business. Clothesline. Ducks his own. Back body drop. Sends him up and over into a spine buster. Now Dobby going for a cover. Kick it at 2. The difference between Dobby and Dragthulu is that Dobby has been able to get to that opportunity, get to that highest point. But for Dragthulu, he's actually done it. He's gotten the championships. He's actually achieved it. He hasn't just gotten second place. He hasn't just made it to the top and lost bumps him. He has made it all the way. That is the difference between Dobby and Dragthulu. How will that show in this match? Will Dobby be able to overcome that? Gun stun! Gun stun connects! But he doesn't go for the cover. Maybe believes that there's going to be a little bit more that he needs. Dobby is not letting Dragthulu breathe. Running shoulder tackle. exploding right through him. And an Inzagiri takes Dobby down. A double axe handle. Dobby back. Ooh, spins. Spins Dragthulu around, targeting the back. Drives his form into the back once more. Gets him in the corner. What is Dobby thinking? Whatever it is. Dragthulu had it scouted. Abyssal. Tombstone. And that might have just been exactly what I was talking about. The difference between Dobby and Dragthulu. Kick out at 2, and Dragthulu can't believe it. Does Dragthulu think that this might be the beginning of the end for Dobby? He doesn't want to let his ego get the better of him. Suplex. Good soup. As he makes it to the middle ropes. But once imbued with magic middle ropes. Flying forearm fuck you kick or something. I don't even know what that was. Might have hit him with his knee and his forearm. Kick to the inside of the knee. Dragthulu Snapmare drops the knee, says, hey, you're going to kick my knee, I'm going to drop it on you. Dragthulu in the corner looking for something, hyping himself up in the corner. Maybe trying to get the crowd behind him. Spins him around, cross arm breaker. We did see in the last match a submission victory for Emrys Morgana. Could we see a submission victory for Dragthulu? No, breaks out of it. And now gets a full mount onto Dragthulu. Once again, the ground and pound continues. Dobby going up top for the second time this match. But will we see him actually do something from this position? Double axe handle. Does connect for him. A little bit of a safer maneuver from the high rent district. But an effective one nonetheless. Once again, Dobby gets caught slacking. Abyssal Tombstone. I think that might be it. Pulls him away from the ropes. Rope break, though. His foot was just a little bit too close to the ropes. I think that could have been it. Dobby looks out of it. Dragthulu elbow drop from the top. Is that going to be far enough? Again, rope break. He didn't move him out of the way. Dragthulu is letting it slip. Cross arm breaker. Pulls him away. Is that going to be enough? Adapt, overcome. No. Dobby gets out of it. That might have been a big misstep for Dragthulu. And I think it might have been gun stun. I think Dragthulu might have just costed himself the match. 2. Oh, kick out of 2. Dragthulu holds on after the misstep, but he's not in a good position. Sending Dragthulu in the corner. What is Dobby looking for here? He's coming once again back to this location. What is Dobby looking for? Could we see it from the top rope? Avalanche powerbomb! Sends him across the ring. 1, 2, 3. Dobby took advantage fully of Dragthulu's misstep, and he will be moving on to the next round against Greg. Could this be Dobby's time to earn himself a shot at the MPW Icon Division Championship? I don't know how the Idols will be able to follow up that match, but we are going to move on to our main event. How's it going, T? How you doing? Dobby picks up a win. Some big money moving around. That was a crazy match, to be honest. Oh. the big money moves. Let's move on to the main event of our first show. At the end, for anybody that's new, the end of this show, I'm going to be like, see you guys next time, bye, you know. But we have 2 more shows, which is 8 more matches, so you're going to want to stick around if you can. If you can't, obviously, that's okay. But let's get into the main event of the first show. Ooh. It is time for the main event of the evening. And we're continuing the Idol Division #1 contender tournament. The winner of this match will go on one-on-one against Emrys Morgana in the second round. It is none other than the right hand of the Shogunate, Ayasu. 1/3 of the Shogunate. The follower of the current champion, Rize. The self-proclaimed Panda Archon herself, Rize, longest reigning Idol Division champion, I should say, Rize, is having a little bit of dissension, or maybe dissension in the ranks, or could it be a plant in the tournament for Rize? Ayasu was a big component of the Elimination Chamber match that helped, that got Rize to retain the championship for the first time ever in an Elimination Chamber. And now Rize has held the championship for hundreds of days. That wasn't supposed to fall off my desk, but that's okay. That was a very dramatic fall. Rize has had it for over 175 days. But could we see infighting between Ayasu and Rize if Ayasu makes it this far in the tournament? Or could we see Ayasu knock out some heavy hitters from the tournament and giving Rize another easy win? Rize's got the month off with divisions just around the corner for defending the title, but could they potentially have 2 months off? Of course, we've seen pandas fight Shibas many times. It's the tale as old as time in MPW, and we might see a blue panda take on a gray Shiba. It is MamaInu looking for that chance again. MamaInu has always been the bridesmaid, never the bride when it comes to the Idol Division Championship. Constantly just getting almost to the top, almost to that opportunity, but never quite making it all the way. Can this be MamaInu's time to earn a shot at the Idol Division Championship? The member of the MPW roster that's been in this business the longest. Does she have what it takes to make it all the way through to the finish line? I mean, she was in basically she was almost the #1 contender for the Idol Division last month. Was in TeaTheShiba's corner for the championship match. The Familia Ties versus the Shogunate. Unfortunately for T, was unable to pick up the win there with a lot of help from the Shogunate in the corner. This could be an opportunity as well for MamaInu to take this, because this has become personal. Ayasu and Azanaza definitely took their time to interrupt the matches between TeaTheShiba and Rize at MPW Presents one more time. MamaInu, of course, the mother of TeaTheShiba, blocks the hits, but doesn't block that one. Defense is broken through. Sends her off the rope in a forearm. Bouncing her for a 3rd time. So it will be not an easy task for MamaInu as they're going up against the powerhouse that is Ayasu. Former openweight champion, won the openweight championship in their debut match. Off the ropes again with the soccer kick. Rolls through it as MamaInu this time. Ayasu, big overhand fist. Doesn't take her all the way down, but sends her on her back. Kick out of 2. Rolls from the knee again. MamaInu trying to pick up some steam. Forearm kip up. We have been seeing a more confident MamaInu in the ring as of recently, but it still has not just been enough to get her this. This would be a big opportunity for MamaInu if she could make it all the way. Ayasu going up top. Could we see a big splash from the blue panda? 1, 2, kick out of 2. Ayasu already arguing with the ref. The match has barely begun. Forearm misses this time. And a double choke bomb for her troubles. MamaInu rolling out of the ring as Ayasu follows suit. I'm gonna drive the knee again. Elbow drop. Rolls through. Sends Ayasu back into the ring. MamaInu's got a lot of the defensive strategies on lockdown here. Getting out of the way of a lot of moves, but isn't getting that offense in right now. We're going to have to see if this is going to be a long game kind of play for MamaInu, or this is going to be an issue. MamaInu on the outside. Power bomb into the apron. Spins Ayasu around, shoulder into the apron. Again, that's the hardest part of the ring. Colliding with flesh. Okay, never mind, MamaInu. You seem to know what you want to do. 3 count, but Ayasu catches her. Off the rope, drop kick a little bit too early. That misstep, MamaInu running the ropes, old-fashioned way. Sends MamaInu in the corner, driving the shoulder. And now just stomping a mud hole into MamaInu in the corner. Goes for the cover. 2 count. A near fall for MamaInu if she's not careful. One small move could be the end of it. Ayasu just wants to get this match over with, it looks like. The frustration is already showing, but could that be her potential downfall? Kick out 1. You can't let MamaInu get those opportunities on you. Crossbody missed it. MamaInu blocks whatever Ayasu was trying to do. Hooks around, German suplex, the power. As I said again, the powerhouse of the Shogunate. MamaInu. Pile driver! Jesus Christ! Sit out pile driver to young whippersnapper. Dropping her on her neck. Chopping her in the corner. And now MamaInu mounts the middle rope and just flurry of punches in the corner. Bunches of punches. Ayasu getting out of it early. Clothesline. Ayasu. 3 clotheslines. Got MamaInu in the corner. Ooh, setting her up on the top rope. Whatever it was, MamaInu avoids it. So, I'm sorry, I love you. Super kick busting Ayasu open. But MamaInu is tired. A desperation kick from MamaInu. The wear of the match is showing heavily on MamaInu as Ayasu is the first person to get up. Could this be an inevitable loss for MamaInu? Gets the dropkick this time. Eyeing MamaInu across the ring like a shark. In bloodied water, knee up. MamaInu reverses it. Steps back in. Clothesline again. Ayasu wasting no time. The haste ducks under that clothesline. Ripcord drop kick. Ayasu going back up top. Looking for maybe a splash. No, maybe a double axe handle. Drop kick. An unlikely maneuver from Ayasu, but it's a welcome one. Ayasu's looking to end this match early as the blood drips from her face. MamaInu looking worse for wears, but no! Gets back up, crossbody! Connects this time. MamaInu showing a little bit of fire left in her, and she's up to her old tricks. No! Got the elbow, reversal, a reversal again! Back and forth! Atomic drop! Into the atomic drop! MamaInu slowing it down just a few seconds, trying to control the pace of the match. Now targeting the fingies of Ayasu, stomping the fingers. The phalanges, if you will, spins her around. Up to her old tricks again. MamaInu to move on. 1, 2. No! Kick out of 2. It's always kick out of 2 for MamaInu. Ayasu back up. Sends MamaInu to the corner. Diving shoulder tackle. Referee perfectly in the way of the camera. Dropping her on her shoulder blades. MamaInu could be out cold. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Not quite out for the count yet. Ayasu knee strike. Right to the temple. Stomp down on the chest. Ayasu this might be the last nail in the coffin for MamaInu, feeling the blues. MamaInu might just say her prayers tonight. Ayasu moves to the next round and will face Empress Morgana in the next round of the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. Taking out any challenger for Rize, or is she going for the gold? We'll only know if she makes it all the way, but that was Masu Pro Wrestling. We will see you guys next week. I'm Masu Pro Wrestlington, and thank you for watching. It's not actually over. We got one more show. Or actually 2 more shows. I'm bad at math. Dude, that was a crazy fight. Damn. The super kick, though, Mommy just did not get back up. I think that was sort of the beginning of the end for MamaInu. I'd like to apologize to anyone that's not subscribed. We're trying this new running ads thing to prevent pre-rolls, so we're going to actually run a 3 minutes of ads. You're not really going to miss much. We're just setting up the next match. And you might not even get a 3-minute ad. Well, tell me how long your ad is. But we're going to start it right now, so I'll see you guys after that. We're just gonna set up the... What the fuck is this? No. Can I remove this? Huh, that is a very interesting glitch. Okay. Can I go? Did I just fuck up everything? Let's see. Did that miss? Hopefully that didn't skip over. I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It did. Weird. Okay, that is a very strange glitch. I had to remove... we had a premium live event scheduled, but we didn't need it because of the way our scheduling works. And so I removed it, and then it was like... But it was the show that was active, so I removed the active show, and then it was like, well, this show doesn't exist anymore. And then it wouldn't let me skip to the next show that I wanted to do. So I kind of just had to... Am I losing my mind? No. Okay. What am I trying to say? It wouldn't let me move, so I had to click next show, and then it skipped over the week's show, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. This game really wants Rize and Empress Morgana to work together. I'm not quite sure why. Every time it auto makes matches, it always makes Empress Morgana in Rize's corner. No, why did I'm editing the match and I just added Empress Morgana. I'm like, that's not what I wanted. Also, thank you for the water, Memsy. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. What am I looking at? I'm all over the place. Yep. Okay. I talked a little bit about this at the beginning of the stream, but it's really funny because I really was almost like not gonna do this stream. I was gonna probably stream something else. I wasn't really feeling it. And then I ended up being like, well, I want a tournament, so let me just like organize this tournament real quick. And then after I organized the tournament, I was like, oh, well, I have basically the next 3 streams of this figured out, so might as well. Also, I gotta remember to give the tag team titles back. And then... So ads should be over. Welcome back to anybody that got an ad. I apologize, but we're trying out a new thing because I'm being told that running ads is better because pre-rolls suck, but I don't usually ever run ads, so I always think like, well, I think that, you know, regular ads suck, so maybe running like having pre-rolls and then no ads for the rest of the stream, like I don't know what the answer is, so we're just trying some different things. I realized I did not book this match, so we're gonna just like kind of scroll through here. Oh wait, no, I did. I know who I wanted here. I feel like we've already had a match like this recently, but fuck it. You know, fuck it. Then let me do that. Then let me see. That's all good. Championships. This. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Sorry for that little whistle. All right. Let's load up the next matches and start the next show, shall we? All right, unless there's some questions, let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and tonight we are kicking off once again, continuing the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. Last week we had 2 matches consisting of Emrys Morgana versus MintyClovers and Ayasu versus MamaInu. Both Emrys Morgana and Ayasu had moved on. The winner of this match will go on to the next round with those 2. Joining them, starting us off, is none other than B.A. Tycho's good little soldier, Lunis, the blue vampire. The high flyer blue vampire. Looking to bring home the Idol Division Championship to the Coalition for the first time ever. 1/4 of the Coalition of Humans Against Treachery. Lunis was not able to secure that championship in the Elimination Chamber and hasn't really seen an opportunity since. But can they make their way all the way? They are a former Ultimate Openweight Tournament winner. They do know what it takes to win a tournament of this caliber, of this size. But unfortunately for them, this idol right here, Tyranno Maxim, is known for shocking people. The underdog, overcoming the challenges. Tyranno Maximum looking to pick up the win. Ty hasn't had an Idol Division championship in their career. A former tied for the longest reigning openweight champion in history, Tyranno Maximum. The first ever longest reigning openweight champion of all time. Looking to finally get their hands on the big gold Idol Division Championship. The only time Ty has ever had an Idol Division Championship title shot is been in multi-person matches, meaning that they've never had one-on-one opportunity against the champion. This could be Ty's first chance to shine and finally pick up the Idol Division Championship. Though I will say they have their work cut out for them against someone like Blueness. But Blueness has not held any championships in their career, so we'll have to see how this affects the match. We got a good old classic battle of red versus blue, which is a perfect place for a purple in a perfect ring. Blueness versus Tyranno Maximum to start us off. Two high-octane, high-flying individuals. And Ty and Blueness tie up in the center of the ring quickly, and immediately Ty grabs the leg for an ankle lock. Gonna wear it down. I mean, targeting the leg of your opponent, knowing that that is the source of their offense, is a smart tactic from Ty. Ty and Blueness both never have held the Idol Division Championships. They've only held one championship in between both of them. That's Ty's Openweight Championship. Though Blueness has won the Ultimate Openweight Tournament. That was back when they identified or called themselves Unison, was before they were part of the Coalition. And I feel like this is a completely different Blueness at this point. A completely different person under that mask. Elbows into the corner. Sends Blueness off the ropes. Bumps him. Blueness going for maybe a springboard. Gets caught for a sidewalk slam. And already a 2 count for Tyranno Maximum. I know that must give Ty a little bit of confidence, but you can't let that confidence overtake you into cockiness. As Blueness makes it back on top of the ropes. Going for a moonsault. Connects. The moonsault lands. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. It is already looking bad for Tyranno Maximum. Blueness with an uppercut. Ty rolls through the elbow drop. Jumping into a reversal power slam. I'm not quite sure what Ty was looking for, but whatever it was reversed. And Blueness is already wasting no time to get up on top of the ropes. This could be the end for Tyranno Maximum. Blue Moon connects. Blueness is going for the quickest win of the tournament so far. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. Ty nearly got taken out in a quick fashion. And now Blueness targeting the arm. Twisting Ty like a pretzel and just stomping on the elbow. That could easily dislocate your elbow, shatter your freaking arm, your forearm, your bicep, your tricep. Continuing to target the hands and the arms double stomp. Ty is in a bad way. They got to figure out something. Clothesline barely connects, but it does get a little bit on the back of the head. Ty getting back up on their feet. Quickly drop kick to the side. To the side of the head, kip up. Throws a haymaker, blocked multiple times. Standing Spanish fly, Ty. Ty is picking up steam though. They're working against themselves, or are working against a pretty heavy odds, but they could do it. Snap suplex. Blueness maybe going back up, but referee got in the way, thinks against it. Once again, targeting the hands and the arm of Tyranno. Trying to break the arms, going back up top once again. Are we going to see a second one? This could be it for Ty. Second Blue Moon, and it connects again, a little bit close to the ropes, though. 1, 2, 3, and no, it was enough. to put Ty away in one of the most dominant matches we've seen in either of these tournaments so far. Blueness, hand raised by the ref, and they're saying, no, you better make sure that match was quick. You better make sure they know that I was the winner. I know B.A. Tycho is going to be quite pleased with Blueness's performance as we will move on to the Icon Division #1 Contender Tournament next. That was a crazy match. Blueness just fucking jumped all over the place. Okay, usually because I don't know. I feel bad, but I'm gonna give you guys your points back, I think. Because nobody voted for the other person. 2 people technically voted, so usually I say it, but I'm like, that's a lot of points. So I'm gonna give you guys your points back. Just to have a little bit more fun. Usually if 2 people vote, even if it's 0%, I'll take it. As if it's 1 person voting, then I give it back to them, but I feel bad. That seems like a lot of points to just throw into the wind. I wish you could put, I wish you could give people points, because then I would keep track of any of the points that went 0% and put it in a pool or something so that people could get it, or I could just give people points if they win off of a 0%, you know. Okay. Let's get into the next match. Oh. Hopefully, for any of the icons, they don't have a quick match like that. We know they're going to try their best to not get overwhelmed. And one member of this man's team, La Primera, MerlinGTB, or Emerson Morgana, the somewhat leader of La Primera in this trio, made it all the way to round 2. Can Merlin do it? I'm sorry, I'm flubbing my words. Can Merlin do it and join Emerson Morgana? I know that is a big target for Merlin, is that Icon Division Championship. It was something that Merlin really chased after in Season 1, was almost the champion coming into Season 2, but unfortunately didn't make it. Was beaten by Bonk at the end of Season 1. Merlin is a 2-time Icon Division champion and was the first ever Icon Division champion. I think if he wins this tournament, wins the championship, he could be the first ever, I believe, 3-time Icon Division champion in history. A total of 105 days as champion across both. And I talked about this man before, the people's voice. He says he speaks for the chat and he hears you. It is B.A. Tycho, the leader of the Coalition of Humans Against Treachery. And I know B.A. Tycho is probably feeling quite happy after that match with Blueness. 3 members of the Coalition have already made it, or 2 members of the Coalition have already made it to the next round. 3 members have already been put in. This could be a Coalition sweep, and bringing the championships to the Coalition for the first time ever. Can B.A. Tycho do it? Luckily for B.A. Tycho, he's made it far enough in the tournament, or his match is far enough in the tournament, that he will not be going up against Greg in the next round. That will be Dobby, right? Yeah, Dobby. But the Coalition are making waves in this tournament. Can B.A. Tycho lead by example? The Coalition coming off of a massive win in Faction Warfare against Rize's team, the Shogunate. Going for 2 out of the 3. It was the best 2 out of 3, 1-2 in a row, I should say. And now we're going to have a match that is something that we've seen before. These two have fought countless of times, have been on the opposite sides of the ring very often, but we're going to see a classic match of two men slapping meat, two beefy boys battling it out in the ring. We know Blueness had a quick match, but will be the same for the leader of the coalition, B.A. Tycho. We will have to see. B.A. Tycho gets on top, hammer fists raining down onto Merlin, and the forearm to the temple, trying to cut open, maybe above the eye. Or clothesline gets caught, though. Merlin is not going to let B.A. Tycho manhandle him, but it's kind of hard when you're someone like B.A. Tycho, the Mastodon. And over the top rope, cannonballing. Truly a cannonball of B.A. Tycho. Someone of B.A. Tycho's stature flinging theirself at you like an instrument of war. Butterfly takeover, sending him into the barricade and onto the concrete. Moving him up the ramp. B.A. Tycho knows, though, that he doesn't want to lose by count out. He's going to make his way back into the ring. And B.A. Tycho shushing the chat, shushing Merlin. I don't know who he's shushing. Maybe saying, I'll speak for you. Inverted DDT reversal. Sit down, inverted DDT. Sending him off the ropes. B.A. Tycho scooping him. Hooks the leg on Merlin. Kick out at one. Not early enough to call it. B.A. Tycho trying to go for something. Grab the mask. That dastardly Merlin. Grabbing the mask, grabbing the eyes. Usually it's not legal for you to grab someone's eyes in a wrestling match, but because B.A. Tycho's wearing a mask, Merlin used a little bit of an underhanded tactic there to take advantage. And straight to the gut, sending him up against the ropes again, but up and over he goes. And B.A. Tycho is not done yet, right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. B.A. Tycho is looking to fly. No, he's not. He thought against it. He was thinking about flying to the floor, and now he's squeezing the life out of Merlin on the outside. Bear hug. We talk about this in previous episodes, but referees' discretion on how fast they want to count on the outside. And the referee's looking like they want to let them fight a bit, but is reminding them that they got to get back in the ring. Swinging neckbreaker, running neckbreaker. And B.A. Tycho says, get your ass back in there. And he's going to join him very shortly. Now B.A. Tycho once again going to the top rope. What is B.A. Tycho thinking from all the way up here? Cannonball again. Full front flip landing on his back. Merlin can take control here. Spinning back elbow. Doesn't knock him down, but he gets him in a combination with that neck breaker. And a Yakuza kick from Merlin. Casually rolling off his foot. The Yakuza kick. Merlin maybe looking for another type of kick as he climbs the top rope. Nope, never mind. Elbow drop. I was thinking incorrectly. But now maybe he wanted to make sure to get him in position. No, again, elbow drop. Always got to keep you on your toes. Merlin gets caught. Seeing stars, his own move. B.A. Tycho using Merlin's own move against him. Kick out at two. B.A. Tycho nearly putting the former two-time champ away with his own move. Suplex into the corner. Sending him across the ring. Back elbow again connects to the lower jaw of Merlin. I know these two do not like each other personally. And B.A. Tycho is showing it. Fisherman Buster! B.A. Tycho is showing his animosity towards this man. And B.A. Tycho might be putting the former champion to rest in plain sight from B.A. Tycho. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. Merlin keeping his chance alive. Running knee misses it or gets it blocked. Sends him in the corner. Merlin clothesline, but gets the boots up. Spear takedown type of thing. And B.A. Tycho going from the champion's corner. Knee drop. King Kong knee drop. Deadlift. Very few people can deadlift Merlin like that, and B.A. Tycho does it so effortlessly with a power bomb. And he's gonna do it again, tossing him over his head. Working the arm and the shoulders. Merlin trying to pick up some speed, some steam, fighting out of the corner. Back elbow a little bit too short. Misses B.A. Tycho. The effects of the match might be wearing on his head. He's been dropped on his head so many times, and B.A. Tycho says it's all good. Reassuring the chat as B.A. Tycho gets him back up. Sends Merlin in the corner and still with a burst of energy. Gets the knees up. B.A. Tycho like a shark smelling blood in plain sight once again. 1, 2. No, kicking a 2 again. I thought he had Merlin dead to rights, and B.A. Tycho thought as well. Flipping his arm around, trying to twist it. Merlin gets out of it. Grabbing B.A. Tycho by the neck. Can Merlin bring this back? Yakuza kick again! Yakuza kick for the second time. 1. Rope break. Expertly scouted by B.A. Tycho. Merlin arguing with the ref, but it's plain as day. He had his hand on the rope. And now B.A. Tycho is going to be seeing stars for the first time. Moves him away from the ropes. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Merlin thought he had it, and that frustration is growing over his entire body as Merlin pulls himself to the top rope. He's waiting for B.A. Tycho to get back on his feet. Clothesline, or fucking shoulder tackle. I keep thinking he's going to go for the magic missile drop kick, but then he constantly pulls out something new. B.A. Tycho rolling to try and find safety behind the ropes. Merlin coming onto the apron with him. Back body drop onto the apron. Spine cracking against the metal enziguri. B.A. Tycho back on his feet. These two have been beaten and bruised this whole match. What is it going to take to put away your opponent? Drags him to the floor. Merlin got him in the chokehold again. Gonna go for another sucker punch. That's gonna void his lungs of oxygen. Ugh. Bashing B.A. Tycho's knee against the canvas. I thought B.A. Tycho had this multiple times, but maybe does here. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. You gotta make sure you stay on your toes. B.A. Tycho nearly snagging it with a roll-up. Fisherman Buster again driving Merlin. Merlin's gonna roll out of the ring. Does not want to get caught with a swift pin again. But B.A. Tycho like a toxic X, not giving him any space. Merlin and B.A. Tycho both look equally hurt and damaged and equally filled with energy and determination as he steps back through the middle ropes, over the knee like a disappointed father. Merlin is looking for his opportunity And so is B.A. Tycho. Tossing him over. B.A. Tycho deadlifts Merlin again for another sit-down powerbomb. The amount of slams Merlin has taken. A second one! Wanting to cement it, to have him stay down, shoulder tackle, but doesn't knock him down. He's going for maybe a Seeing Stars, maybe a scoop slam, but B.A. Tycho rolled through it, tossing him. B.A. Tycho wasting no time, flipping him around. In plain sight, his third time's the charm for B.A. Tycho. 1, 2, 3, and it is. Third time the charm for B.A. Tycho and the third member of the coalition to move on to the next round in the tournament. A hard-fought match for both of them. B.A. Tycho picking up a massive win and moving on to the second round. 3/4 of the coalition have moved to the second round, and we will move on to our next match. Next, I guess. Jesus Christ. That was a match and a half. My mind is 11-11. It's time for progression. Now, try to change, but you're never gonna be me. Look the other way. What I'm doing ain't see bloody and stay from the people who deceive me. Bloody and chain from the chains gon' free me. Alright. Dude, that was a insane match. I thought it was about to be another clean sweep, but Merlin just kept kicking out. We have 2 more matches for this show, 4 more matches, 6 matches in total. If you guys want to stick around, I gotta keep saying if you guys want to stick around, but I don't know anything else to say. Let me check what our we have 30 minutes on the pre-roll, so we don't have to run another ad yet. Maybe after this match, we'll see. Maybe even after the next match, we'll see. But let's get into it. It is time for our semi-main event of the evening to continue the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. And I gotta say, whoever has to go up against this monster, I feel bad for. The first half of the Idol Division Tag Team Champions, Empress Morgana, has already made it all the way, but her greatest creation and the other half of the title holder, none other than the monster BeepsWorld. BeepsWorld has been cybernetically and magically enhanced by Empress Morgana, and it has proven very useful for someone like Empress Morgana. And we haven't seen BeepsWorld in a singles competition all by herself in a long time. And if you're wondering why I'm not down there with the French-Canadian commentators table, BeepsWorld is one of the reasons why. I have it in my contract that if there's any spooky people, I get to commentate from my booth, and there's always someone spooky. As someone who's gone up against BeepsWorld single or like one-on-one, I know the kind of dangers that this woman can implore on you. It is not going to be a fun time, but we have seen BeepsWorld lose before. It's not like she's an undefeated behemoth. She just has an aura to herself. The chills spreading around the arena as BeepsWorld makes her entrance. And is the reason why they are still the reigning and defending tag team champions, the first ever MPW tag team champions. Last time we saw them, they defended it against Dawn Deceased, the team of ShmeepsWorld and DancingWithDraven. Can BeepsWorld join their partner in the tournament? And lucky for Emrys, if BeepsWorld does make it all the way, that means that they don't have to, if they make it to the second round, they don't have to face them one-on-one. And speaking of Dawn deceased, speaking of Dancing with Draven, the former MPW Openweight champion, former two-time Idol Division champion, Dancing with Draven is looking to add a third title under her belt, a third title reign. Dancing with Draven will be BeepsWorld's opponent, coming off of a loss against BeepsWorld, or not necessarily coming off of a loss, but the last time these two shared the ring with each other, Dancing with Draven and ShmeepsWorld lost the Idol, or the Tag Team Championship opportunity. Can Draven take BeepsWorld in a one-on-one capacity? Arguably one of the greatest idols to ever lace up a pair of boots and step inside the squared circle, it is Draven. So I said to any of the idols that have to go up against BeepsWorld, it's going to be I do not envy them, it's going to be a tough time, but honestly, I don't envy BeepsWorld having to go up against Draven. The height and weight may come into play for BeepsWorld, but until we see the match, I mean, it's never been a factor for Draven before. Will it be a factor in this match tonight? We will see. This will be the last tournament number one contenders tournament match tonight, as the next match will actually be the Openweight Championship being defended. Dropping up and over, and that's a large fall straight out the gate. The bionic elbows to the shoulder. We will see Garreth Unported defend his newly regained Openweight Championship against a randomly selected member of both the Icon or Idol division. BeepsWorld taking advantage early, and BeepsWorld going up top to the outside to Draven. Wacky chop to the head with those bionic arms. Draven's got to find ways to get in as much offense as possible, wear down BeepsWorld. They got to make sure they don't allow BeepsWorld to get too much damage off on them. BeepsWorld definitely has it in the strength and height department compared to Draven. But Draven has tenacity. One of the hardest idols to put away, and the reason why she was an undefeated champion and the first ever MPW Idol Division champion in history. Big boot! Sweeps her off her feet and busts her wide open. One! Kick out at one. Already busting open. Big boy senton. Draven, that's going to be a bad thing that Draven's going to have to manage. The longer this match goes, the deeper this cut's going to get. And the more blood that's going to flow out, and that's going to make it very hard. It looks like maybe bleeding from the nose and the upper, above the right eyebrow. If it gets too bad, referee may be forced to stop the match. Kick to the gut. You know, Draven going from an armbar, rope break. That's the issue with going up against someone like BeepsWorld. Their body is just so large that they're going to be getting rope breaks because their feet can hit the ropes so easily. Their legs are so long. Draven trying to pull BeepsWorld to the ropes, unable to do it. Definitely that nose is bleeding. I can definitely see that there. Picking her up, bouncing her back off the turnbuckle and sending her out of the corner. Yep, definitely above that right eye of Draven. Big boy senton, reversal, cross body. Takes her out like a little fucking something that's heavy. I don't know. I'll come back to you. Big boy senton from Draven. The biggest boy in MPW, Dancing with Draven. Drop holy with authority and force, shooting BeepsWorld across the ring. The absolute force of that drop kick is not shared with anybody, dropping the knees on the chest and the arms of MPW. Forearm knocks her down. Spinning her around, maybe looking for a German suplex, couldn't quite get it. As MPW had it scouted back and forth. These two have faced each other quite often. Hand was a little bit too short there, but plants her this time. These two have fought each other a ton. They know each other so well. Not only that, if you are part of the conspiracy mill and think that MPW is ShmeepsWorld from the future, that means that she would have all of MPW's memories, so she would know Draven, MPW's best friends, exactly how Draven fights, you know, everything about her. But as the timeline changes, you never know. Big boot. We still don't know if MPW is a cybernetic clone of ShmeepsWorld or an alternate timeline. We may never know. Sending Draven in the corner, clothesline again with the robotic arm. Eyeing her up for a natural one! Nat 1 rolled her. And MPW is going all the way to the top rope. You can take the beeps out of the Shmeeps, but you can't take the Shmeeps out of the beeps. I don't know, some sort of connection there. Big boy senton again. You take the beeps out of the Shmeeps, but you can't take the Shmeeps out of the beeps. I think that's right. Very confusing thing I just said. Eyeing up Draven for a choke toss of some kind. Reversal. Draven. Oh, the bionic elbow! The bionic elbow connects! Planting Draven. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. That bionic elbow is probably one of the most dangerous elbows in the entire industry. Big boy senton again, just driving themselves into them, using their weight as damage. Drop toe hold. MPW immediately crawling to the corner. And maybe was playing possum, knew that Draven was going to go for the Dancing with Draven. Had it scouted and reversed it. Spins her around. What is she looking for? What is she looking for from this position? Another strike to the back. Another strike to the back, this time moving her into the corner. Shoulder tackle. And now stomping her in the corner. MPW's got nowhere to go. Draven is taking her time, trying to slow down the pace of the match. Maybe catch a couple breaths. But you can't let MPW get any momentum. Draven coming up top. And an elbow drop flying high. Very rare we see Draven fly high like that off the high rent district. Ducks under. Sound of Night! Planting MPW. Hooks the leg this time a little bit farther away from the ropes. 2. Kick out of 2 though. Draven's back up. MPW's back up. Nope, doesn't duck over. Tosses her into the air. MPW for the 3rd time going up top for that wacky chop with a robotic hand. Deadlift German on the floor. Oh my god, bouncing the back of her head off the apron. Jesus Christ. Her poor head, and now driving her chest first into the corner of the steel steps. Jesus Christ. ShmeepsWorld coming in at 5. I know Draven's wobbly after that. Taking a shot to the back of the head is already bad enough. Getting metal swung at it and then landing on concrete definitely did not feel good. Jesus! That is a long way down. And a big boy senton on the floor. Truly between a rock and a hard place is Draven right now. Running power slam onto the concrete. Draven, though, she still has some fight left in her. She's not easily to give up. 6 count. They do need to mind the count. Draven gets back into the ring. Spins her around. German suplex elevated. Look at the toes. 1, 2, 3. Draven takes it. Catches ShmeepsWorld lacking. German suplex. Just barely enough height to hook the bridge pin, and that blood is gushing from Draven's head. Draven is going to move on to the next round. As we will move on to the Openweight Championship match next. Not yet. Make all the demons cry. That was fucking crazy. That was fucked up, honestly. The demons cry, yeah. Yeah, we're not horror no. Woo! Get hyped, T. As per usual, my throat is getting shredded, so I'm gonna take a Halls. Which I don't even know really helps, but I think it does. So placebo's at least working. TeaTheShiba made 11.3k off that match. That's crazy. Alright, let's get into the next match. The final match of the second show, and then we have 4 more matches after this. This has been kind of like a quick... It feels like this one's been a quick stream so far, but maybe I just jinxed myself. Let's get into it. Alright, it is time for the main event of the evening. The MPW Openweight Championship is on the line. The challengers are randomly selected from both Icon and the Idol division. Who will be challenging Garreth Unported for his Openweight Championship? It will be none other than, I believe, a 3-time Idol division champion. If not, a 2-time Idol division champion. I can check my notes. Yes, the only 3-time Idol Division champion in history, GlitchyBasturds, and the holder of the golden opportunity for the Idol Division, meaning she can cash in at any point on the Idol Division champion Rize. You don't want to forget about those briefcases in play. Glitchy is looking for the Openweight Championship. Glitchy is also a former Openweight champion. Can Glitchy get her second Openweight Championship? 5 championships total if she wins here tonight. But this, I mean, usually someone of Glitchy's size, I would say that this is an uphill battle for the person that has to go against her opponent. However, we have seen the ruthless nature of this man right here. The winner of the Ultimate Openweight Tournament of Season 2, and tied for the longest reigning MPW Openweight Championship title reign of all time, Garreth Unported, a 2-time MPW Openweight Champion now, picking it up at one more time against Dancing with Draven and Tyranno Maximum. Both those two challengers are the ones tied for the longest reigning Openweight Championship title reign. Garreth officially has held the championship longer than anybody in MPW history over his 2 title reigns. Can Garreth pick up the pieces where his longest title reign has ended, or will he lose the title early in this title reign? For those of you who may not know, this is the most important championship to Garreth Unported. This title is the only singles title that he is eligible for. Garreth is not eligible for the Icon Division Championship in Season 2, losing his eligibility early on. So this is his world title, and it means everything for him. As violent as that last match was, it may not be as violent as this one, because of course the Openweight Championship is contested in falls count anywhere rules, meaning you can pin or submit your opponent anywhere in the arena, and you can use any foreign objects for as long as you'd like. The only thing we ask is you pin or submit your opponent for the championship. The Openweight Championship is also sometimes called the Blue Chipper Championship because it is defended 2 times as many as any World Championship and 4 times as many as the Tag Team Championship. Glitchy knows what it means to be champion, and so does Garreth. How will this go for Glitchy? Glitchy was randomly selected from the pool of contenders across all boards. How will this go for Garreth's first match as champion, returning again? Taking the championship from the woman that took it from him at the beginning of Season 2. Garreth has held it for 70 days in his first title reign. This is his first defense in his second one. That is what it's all about, the MPW Openweight Championship. Sorry, I'm a little whistly today. Garreth Unported versus Glitchy Power versus Speed. Let's get it going. An uppercut immediately out the gate. I know Glitchy would love to get her hands on the Openweight Championship. And with that golden opportunity for the Idol Division, she could have 2 championships. She could be the first ever dual champion in MPW history. And it seems like Glitchy's already taken it to Garreth straight out the gate. I mean, this guy has put on some hell of matches. I don't know, some sort of word. He is constantly going at it, trying to do whatever it takes to win. He is a hard-hitting competitor. So I know he won't go down easy, but so far Glitchy from out the gate has been taking it to him. Can Garreth rebuttal, or will he be overpowered by Glitchy in this match? Of course, I say Glitchy has some sort of strength advantage and height advantage, but there can always be equalizers found under the ring by Garreth at any time, and Glitchy is very fond of those steel steps. Trying to wear her down with a submission hold. A little bit too early to get a tap out, but not too early to wear out your opponent. Sends him off the ropes, big boot. Kip up, gets back up, but immediately caught once again into a back body drop. Kick out at 1. It's not easy to get someone of Glitchy's size off you, but Garreth does it effortlessly. We're going to see how many times kicking out is going to wear down Garreth as well, you know. If this is a battle of attrition, a battle of endurance, we can see Garreth losing his endurance very early. Electric chair drop into the corner, bouncing his head off the bottom rope. Maybe Garreth is just not used to this right now. But usually, I feel like he's a lot more aggressive. He can get more offense off, but so far he hasn't seemed to be getting too much going. The steel chair brought into play by Glitchy, now in the hands of Garreth, but immediately stolen, or immediately knocked out. Gripping him neck first, pulling him into the ropes. I mean, very few are as vicious as Glitchy. Hurricane Rana. Glitchy rolls out of the ring trying to get some space. The steel chair. Playing a little bit of cat and mouse, these two. And, ooh! Right across the head. Garreth wins the game of cat and mouse, busting Glitchy over, knocking the chair out of his hands, though. Hurricane Rana onto it. Already, Glitchy is bleeding. And once again goes for another whack. Takes another whack at it. Doesn't quite get it that second time. Big boot again. Kip up. Standing up in the same situation. But this time, reversal. This time, Garreth scouted the sequence. Reversal. Grabs the chair again. Has her up against the ropes. Garreth thinks against it. I mean, the hesitation could cost him. You know, you can't be nice in a business like this, especially in an openweight championship match. Niceties have to be thrown out the window. I know you're fighting a nice, lovely lady like Glitchy, but right now she's a behemoth, and she is going to tell you about that. She is going to make you aware that she does not care about your feelings. Leg drop onto the throat. And it looks like Glitchy is fired up. Fireman carry. Driving him leg first into it. And driving his back. Leg drop again. Out of the way. Drop kick. And as you can see, the referee joined them on the floor as this is falls count anywhere. Meaning that a pinfall or a submission on the outside like this could be the ending of the match. Kick out at 1. We could have seen Garreth retain the championship for the first time in his second reign. Sending her into the corner. And a knee strike on the other side, maybe trying to get a cut on the above the other eye. Excuse me, drop kick. Moving closer to the French Canadian commentators table, working over the leg, working over the big tree trunk legs of Glitchy. And now could Garreth be maybe looking for that chair again? Yes, he is. He's going to grab it as Glitchy's prone on the floor. Perfect time to strike. Avoids the second hit, avoids the third. And now sending it back into his face. Glitchy gets behind, elbows. Garreth missing the grab. And a little bit of a combination of uppercuts from Glitchy. No rope breaks on the outside here. Kick out. Glitchy gets Garreth back up. Bear hug, though. Squeezing him. A little bit to the left of the French-Canadian commentators table. Their right, our left. Squeezing the life out of Garreth. As he holds on for just a little bit longer. Garreth, high caliber! High caliber to Glitchy. Garreth's got the shoulders down. Referee's got to make sure. 2. Kick out of 2. And now Garreth is going to be the first one to pull out the steel steps. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Hey, bada, bada, bada. Hey, bada, bada. He says, I'm done with this. I don't know how this works. Royal. Pardon. Garreth might have just retained the Openweight Championship, and he has. Garreth has picked up the retention and retains the Openweight Championship. Could we see a repeat, a three-peat, if you will, of 3 title defenses for Garreth in this second title reign? Garreth Unported is still the Openweight Champion, and that was your main event for the night. Thank you so much for watching. I am Masu Pro Wrestlington. This was Masu Pro Wrestling, and we'll see you all next week. Another week of Garreth being the Openweight Champion. Like I said, this is the championship that means the world to him. I mean, to me too. We will see you guys next week. It's not actually over. How's it going, Shmeeps? Thank you so much for the resub for 52 months, which is actually, like, insane. You understand that, right? 52 months. Where did the time go, Shmeeps? I want you to tell me. Where did it go, Shmeeps? How's it going? Welcome on in. Where did it go, Shmeeps? What did you do with it? What happened to the time? We were so young. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We are going to do the last show tonight. So let me set up those things. And by the time we're done, we'll probably be like mid-match. So I'm going to run a 3-minute ad because we're doing the running ads bit. So we're going to just get some ads over with while I set things up. You're not going to miss anything. It's really just going to be me rambling as we set things up. So I appreciate your guys' patience. All right. I also need to pull up my document. Get lost in the wind. I'm about a better conquest. What's next? For your future. Find a way what it takes to seduce you and whatnot. And up that commitment and a success. That's gonna be a hard-hitting fight. Bop, 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 bop. No, that's not right. That's right. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are having a fantastic night. Hope you had a fantastic week now that the week is coming to an end. Sort of. I always really liked Thursday. I don't know why. Everybody liked Friday. I always liked Thursday because I knew that the next day was going to be Friday. I don't know if that makes any sense or if I'm just kind of stupid, but for me, Thursday was always my favorite day. And still kind of is. Alright, we're going to give these guys a little bit of time. I'm going to go to the bathroom super quick. So I'm going to put you guys on the BRB screen. And I'll be right back. With that, you're dismissed. What? What? Was that a fake out? Wait, was that a fake? What? 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 Why did they do that? They showed like 10 people in the credits. What? Oh my god. I wanna... Please tell me that's...
Well, do you mind if I open it in here?
It's bad luck.
It's so big. It might not fit.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that for me.
No.
It might not fit. That's not really my cup of tea, but hearing you say it is getting me all hot and bothered.
Someone clip that.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that for me.
I have a mark button on my stream deck, so I'm just marking things.
Wait, why are you dancing? How are you dancing like that?
Me?
What?
Oh, yeah,
No,
Sleepy's dancing.
What?
Sleepy's like rolling his shoulders back and dancing.
Yeah. Dude, you're grooving.
Wait, hold on, I'm opening another
Look at him go.
Look at this dude. And you're not gonna have these EVs. It's a great way to get EVs if you want all the EVs. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a shiny Eevee! Wait. Oh, I fucked up, didn't I? But it's okay, because we saved. Yeah, okay. We saved, though, so we're gonna have a shiny Eevee pop up. If this is correct. Oh, yeah? Or will we have no more of something? What? I wish I had my camera on that. The ocean just came out of the ground T-posing, I swear to God. I might be insane, but I swear to God she came out straight from the ground. I'm back. Those were some Dark Ages clips, man. Back when I played Genshin? That's crazy. Okay. This will be the last show of the night, so the last 4 matches. Also, I don't even think I didn't even make a prediction for that last match. That's okay. All right. Let's get into the first match of the last show. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight, we're starting off with the Icon Division #1 Contenders Tournament. I'm pull this out of my chair. Getting my notes. Starting us off tonight will be Tabby Cat. The Icons kind of got snubbed a little bit last week, as their tournament is going to be 1 match behind the Idols, as the match that would have been in the tournament was replaced with the Openweight Championship, but that's okay. We adapt and overcome. Tabby Cat, former Openweight champion, has never been an Icon Division champion, looking to pick up his first Icon Division championship. Can this back alley cat get his first ever world championship, or will he fall too short? But of course, what is a cat's worst enemy? None other than a hamster. The former longest reigning Icon Division champion in history, Zarataro, nearly retaining his regaining his championship, just like Garreth at MPW presents One More Time. However, FlairZero defended the championship in his first ever championship title defense. So Zarataro is back to the beginning. Zarataro held the championship for 140 days, the longest that anybody has ever held the championship. He retained it 3 times. Can Zarataro do it again? Can he make it all the way back? The hardest part with being a champion and then losing that championship is having to start from square one, but I imagine Zarataro's already done it once. Can he do it again? It definitely becomes dejecting when you can't quite get that win after putting in so much work. But you gotta remember, you have to humble yourself and remember that everybody else in this industry has been working the same way that you have, been working just as hard, if not even harder. So you have to push yourself to be able to compete at that same level. The worst thing you can have in this industry is being not only complacent, but to be greedy, to be feeling like you deserve more than what you put in. Because sometimes this industry is just not what it is for people. Sometimes you won't get out what you put in, even if you put out as much work. Nobody deserves anything in this industry. Zarataro goes off the middle ropes, inverted, or moonsault. I was going to say inverted DDT, but more of a moonsault. Bringing Tabby Cat to the corner. Zarataro clotheslines Tabby Cat all the way over the ropes. What is Zarataro thinking already from the start of the match? Through the middle ropes, pushing him down like a spear. Zarataro wasting no time to pull off the flashy moves, but pageantry won't get you championships. Sending him into the apron. And now stomping him on the floor. Kip up. Tabby Cat has up for a power bomb. Jesus, dropping him on his back and head. On the concrete. Referee's not wasting time with this count. Wants them to get in. Zarataro tossing Tabby Cat 6 count. I mean, if it's not too late, we could have seen a count out there. 7. Holy fuck. That was less of a clothesline and more of a wild punch. Zarataro was looking for maybe a springboard. Notice that Tabby rolled out of the ring. Expert ring awareness by the former longest reigning Icon Division champion. And the most recent #1 contender. I mean, Zarataro could be a favorite for people to win. He could go all the way in this tournament. He could definitely be a favorite. And Zarataro gets that knee. Tabby Cat struggling to his legs. Zarataro, speaking of the legs, hits the inside, maybe gives him a Charlie horse. And a powerbomb out of the corner hooks the legs, or gets the shoulders down, rather. He's not really hooking the legs. Shoulders back up. They say there's many ways to skin a cat, and there's even more ways to get a pinfall. Tabby Cat's looking to not get skinned in this match. As he sends off Zarataro, ducks under. Ducks under again. And that's scooping him. Uses Zarataro's own momentum in his downfall as he gets a little bit of a combination of kicks. Tabby Cat running from the other side of the ring. What is he looking for? Picking up steam there. I feel like that was an unnecessary use of energy for Tabby Cat, but sometimes these guys just get the zoomies. Tabby Cat, as I say a lot of times, playing a little bit of cat and mouse, but this time he's playing the part of the mouse, dodging that cannonball, sort of trying to get it to go out, rolling thunder, trying to get Zarataro, trying to taunt out the cannonball springboard over the top, but nobody's home as he gets him back into the ring. I feel like that is a good strategy for Tabby Cat. Bear hug locked in. I feel like that might be a good strategy for Tabby Cat to try and bait as much as he can, dodge out of the way, and then look for opportunities. A really cunning strategy by a cat, but what else are you going to expect? Clothesline hooks him down, though. At any point, Zarataro could get something very strong off and take him out. Like I say that, fucking... I know someone does that move, but that was sick. I don't even remember what that is. Is it like Tranquilo? I don't know. That was cool, though. Step up, Hurricane Rana. And now Zarataro's up top. Fucking crazy-ass double stomp, defying all laws of physics. And Zarataro trying to look to put away Tabby Cat. Off the ropes. Kaiju Killer! Kaiju Killer to Tabby Cat. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. And now taking Tabby Cat's arms. Going to go up top. Do a little circus performance arm drag. And now, I think Zarataro is ready to officially dive over the top rope. Once again, he's ready for it. Cannonballing this time. Ooh, a little bit overshot. Landing on his tailbone, but he does connect slightly with Tabby Cat. That did not look like a soft landing for Zarataro. But the damage was done to Tabby Cat. It's back on the apron, going up top once again. Could we see it? No, elbow drop. Just a regular old elbow drop. 2. Kick out of 2. I mean, he thought he had it. Didn't need to pull out the big guns for that. Rights and lefts colliding with the cat forearm. Cat's busted open once again, going to that same corner. Ham, thank you. Ma'am, no! Nobody was home there. The distance was too much. And And Tabby Cat hits him with one of his 9 lives. Kick out at 1, though. Zarataro showing no signs of wear. As oh, no, this is one of his 9 lives. Unless it was both. It could have been two of his 9 lives already casted onto Zarataro. Zarataro writhing in pain as Tabby Cat grabs him for the back alley oop. Rope break way too close to the ropes. Break it up. Rope break for Tabby Cat. And he's going for a second one. Back. No. Couldn't get the hold on him. Couldn't get the motion. Jesus Christ. And a drop kick to the back of the head with force. Zarataro going... Inzaguri was going for the Kaiju Killer, I think. But reversed, and then with a reversal of his own. Landing again on that tailbone. You can see the previous damage. Still affecting him. He rolls through that time. Snapmare off the ropes. Drop kick again to the already bloodied face of Tabby Cat. Off the ropes. Shitty little Hurricane Rana. Spiking him head first into the canvas. Kick out. Almost taking him with the little shitty. And a double stomp to the arm. Zarataro going up for the 3rd time this match. Will it pay off? Not going for the ham. Thank you, ma'am. What is he looking for? Hurricane Rana off the top. Getting fancy with it. Is he just wanting to make sure he stays down officially for the 2nd ham? Thank you, ma'am. This time it connects. And that might just be it. I think Tabby Cat's eyes rolled into the back of his skull on that one. And Zarataro is going to be moving to the next round of the #1 Contenders Tournament. Zarataro will be beating B.A. Tycho in the next round. As we will continue on the other side of the tournament, the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. We'll be continuing in our next match. Zarataro looking to go all the way. Just not fair. Ooh, 60% on Tabby Cat, 40% on Zarataro. The Zarataro believers get it. It's just not fair. Whoa. Yeah, it's just not fair. Heart attack, not okay. I'm just out of the chest of the cocaine. Run the bomb to my head now. Can you tell I listen to these songs a lot? T, are you getting all these? Oh my god, T's getting all of these points. Sheesh. Well, let's see if T will get this point in the next match. Let's get into it. Oh. All right, we're moving to our 2nd match of the night, continuing the Idol Division #1 Contenders match. #1 Contenders Tournament. And we have a former Idol Division champion, one of the former longest reigning Idol Division champions, I believe, and a former Openweight champion. It is Rocky. Rocky's looking for another title shot, especially against Rize. Could Rocky be the one to dethrone the longest reigning champion of all time? Before Rize, it was Rocky at 93 days defended. Can Rocky dethrone the longest reigning champion? Or will it be another victory for Rize? We will have to see. The longest reigning champion, Rize's reign just gets longer as we continue every week. Rocky had a very short stint with the Openweight Championship, only holding it for 9 days, but does still have it on her record. the winner of this match. We don't know who they're going to face yet. We'll figure that out in the main event tonight. But who will Rocky face in this match tonight? I mean, this is a hard match because Rocky is not only one of the scariest people in the Idol division and in MPW, one of the strongest. Just because they haven't really been in the title opportunities in a long time doesn't mean that they definitely could become champion at any point. You want to keep your eyes on someone like Rocky. But who will Rocky go up against one-on-one? It'll be none other than the last champion before Rize. Over 175 days ago, TeaTheShiba was the Idol Division champion. And TeaTheShiba was the last person to challenge for the Idol Division Championship against Rize. We know T wants that run back after the shenanigans and interruptions the Shogunate had during that whole match. T held her championship for 70 days. Rize has held it for nearly over 2 times that. TeaTheShiba and Rize have been at each other's throats since day one. Could T potentially win this entire tournament and get another rematch against Rize, a repeat if you will, or will Rocky move on? It's the battle of the ponytails. Let's get it. This is going to be a hard-hitting match, and I honestly can't go either way on these two. When it comes to championship title opportunities, TeaTheShiba definitely has had more than Rocky. But when it comes to defending the championship, holding onto the championship, being a champion, I think Rocky takes it. Both of these two have very similar history, similar careers. Rocky, oh my god, goes for a through the ropes, lands directly on her head. Both these two have a very similar history. Both former Idol Division champions, both former openweight champions, of course. TeaTheShiba had a little bit of a longer reign than Rocky, a reign of 26 days, rather than Rocky's 9-day. But Rocky had not a much longer, but quite a bit longer title reign for the Idol Division, 93 versus the 70 days for T. T's taking her time getting in the ring, and the referee and Rocky having a little bit of a scuffle in the ring. Rocky sends T into the corner, clothesline reversal, Inzagiri. T throws her out of it. And Rocky immediately takes this opportunity to roll up T. The match could end in a flash, so you want to keep your eye on it as at all times. You do not want to take your eyes off your opponent for a second to give them any chance to get the upper hand. T drives the knee into the back of the ribs. And a booty poppin' moonsault from TeaTheShiba. T went through her own mother to get the shot at a championship. I think she's willing to do anything at this point to get her hands back on the title. Snapdragon suplex. Really, a championship shows exactly the kind of motives people have. German suplex. It shows you what they're willing to put away, throw away their morality to get something, to get a championship. And T is looking to boop the schnoot. Boop the schnoot. And a second one. Ready for it, booping the schnoot. Could we get a third one? A rare third schnoot booped by TeaTheShiba. Discus big boot, blocked, or not blocked, blocked, reversed, moved? I don't know. Electric chair drop position. Spins her around, sit on powerbomb. Rocky, the pendulum switch. T's wasting her time booping schnoots when she should be focusing on winning the match. Clothesline. That momentary lapse of judgment nearly costed her some big damage. Elbow drop. And running knee misses. Rocky narrowly avoided the discus big boot and lost and found to T. Oh my god, this could be the beginning of the end for TeaTheShiba already. Lost and found early. TeaTheShiba kicks out at 2. And a boot stomp to the face. Busts her open. There's been a lot of blood this past couple weeks. And a leg drop, guillotine leg drop, crushing the larynx of T. But T rolls her up. 1 count. T making sure Rocky stays on her toes. Was going for that backswing, misses. TeaTheShiba spins around for a neck breaker. Sit down. T is not one to go down easy, and she's showing that fight in her. Going for something with that kick. I think maybe, I don't even know what to begin with. Off the ropes, though. TeaTheShiba bumps him. Rocky grabs T again. Michinoku driver? Or Falcon Arrow. I don't know. I still can't figure that out. I think that was a Falcon Arrow, actually. Which, if she went for the pin, she would have won. And dropping her. Dropping them on their knee. Back up. Snapmare from T. Knee. Reversal? Yes, it is. A reversal with the right hand. This is what it looks like when you see two professionals at the top of their game going at it. Once again, crushing the throat of T. I mean, as much damage as you get on the throat, it's going to make it harder for you to breathe. And controlling your breathing is a very important part of not gassing yourself out. So if T has trouble controlling her breathing, this could be, that could be the downfall. Now twisting over the arm. T's trying to get some space on the outside, but Rocky's not going to let her. Drops the knees. Stands up. Back handspring into the knees again. They, of course, have to the count of 10, so they got some time on the outside. A big slap from the left hand of Rocky. One of the strongest slaps in the business. Rocky picking up T for a power slam on the floor. What is Rocky looking for here? Taking a walk around the arena. Going for a full lap. 5 count, gets back in and decides to break the count. Wants to stay on the outside for a little bit longer. Resets it to 1. Choke slam. Choke slam onto the floor. Just trying to deal as much damage as they possibly can to T. And again, goes for the knees again. This time T scouts it. Discus big boot. Blocked. Oh, fucking dodged again. Blocked and dodged. Backbreaker. Rocky has that scouted. 5 count. They gotta get in before the count of 10. 6. This could be a count out if they're not careful. But Rocky sees the count, hears the count, gets in at 7. Throws both of them in at 7. Now just punching at the head of T. Rocky going up top. Maybe for an elbow drop, maybe for another leg drop. Double axe handle. And now Rocky is looking to put T away. One last time. Lost and found. 1, 2. No, kick it at 2. TeaTheShiba. Bloodied and broken. Still holding on. Another time. No, T has it scouted. TeaTheShiba with the chops and punches. Clip the ref a little bit. The ref's on Wobble Street. Atomic drop. One-legged atomic drop. T is looking worse for wears. Moonsault. Split-legged moonsault off the middle rope. T is looking rough. No pun intended. Brings her back up. TeaTheShiba, though. Hooks both arms. Pedigree! TeaTheShiba's got a little bit of life left. Hooks the leg, but is it enough? 1, 2. No! Kick at a 2 for T. T not letting up. Gets the elbows in on the arm. Targeting that arm again. Could this be the end for Rocky? Second time! TeaTheShiba! Pedigree cements them! Plants them into the canvas, but they want to pull Rocky away from the ropes. This might be too much time wasted. They might have given Rocky too much time, but Rocky might be out of it. 1, 2, kick out of 2. They gave Rocky too much time. Elbow drop, rolls out of the way. TeaTheShiba gets kicked in the leg, like a soccer kick. Ducks under. Using her momentum. Slamming her down in the center of the ring, and this might just be the end. TeaTheShiba is officially lost and found. 1, 2, 3. Rocky moves on to the second round of the #1 Contenders Tournament. A hard-fought match by both of them, but definitely a statement shared by Rocky to the rest of the idols. Planting T. I mean, T is definitely one of the more dangerous competitors in this tournament, eliminated early. So I know there's some people taking a sigh of relief, but also there's that looming threat of, well, maybe I'm going to have to fight Rocky next round. We'll have to see who will fight Rocky next round in the main event. But for right now, we're going to go back to the icons to see how they're going in their, in the 5th match of the first round. T voted for T, I assume, but since you're the only one voted, you get your money back anyways. I gotta be careful, because sometimes someone could, like, vote, like, 1, and it could count as, like, 0%, because it's, like, such a low compared to the other one. I gotta make sure. Keep track of that. Okay, this is the second last match of the night. Let's get into it. Let's keep the ball moving with these tournaments. I knew at some point this guy would probably end up showing up in the tournament. UnchainedAwesome in the second to last match of the Icon Division #1 Contenders Tournament. I mean, we haven't seen this guy have a championship in quite a while, thankfully. Unchained was a 2-time Icon Division champion for basically 70 days across both of the title defenses. Retained it 0 times. You know, but he still thinks he's hot shit. So let's see who will go up one-on-one against UnchainedAwesome. Ooh, I mean, as an unbiased commentator, I think this is going to be a tough match for Chain. As a viewer, I'm excited. Chain, you know, we may know exactly what kind of guy he is. Chain's kind of a douchebag, cocky, full of himself, ugly, but his opponent is none of those things. His opponent is absolutely, undoubtedly, there is no mistaking it, most certainly, definitely one thing specific. He is a bear. The 4th member of the coalition makes his appearance. Unchained has to go one-on-one against a bear. All 3 of the previous Coalition of Humans Against Treachery members have made it to the second round of the tournament. B.A. Tycho, Greg, and Blueness. Can the 4th member make it in? Could this be a 100% win rate for the Coalition? If anyone can do it, I think the bear can. One of the more mysterious members of the coalition. But he is all business when he steps between those ropes into an MPW ring. Will we see the 4th coalition member join him, or will Unchained make it all the way to round 2? I mean, either way, for the people at home, this will be an exciting match. Have you ever seen a sheepdog go one-on-one against a bear before? We probably have. But the height and weight difference between the bear and Unchained is a stark one. Knee strike from Chain with the unprotected knee. Goes for it again. And just lays down onto the bear. Tries to get... We were talking a little bit about this during the Zarataro Tabby Cat match last week. Or wait, no, that was earlier tonight, wasn't it? But we were talking about, yes, earlier tonight, another knee strike about nobody deserves anything in this industry. You have to work for it. And Unchained is definitely one of those guys that complains about not getting opportunities after not earning them. He's exactly the type of person I'm mentioning when I say this guy is always whining in the back. He's always at catering. He's always taking all of the little cheese things with the toothpicks in them. It's frustrating. The bear, headbutt to the chest. I don't know what kind of preparation you have to go into preparing for a match against someone like a bear, but it's certainly not the same kind of training you have to do to face a regular human being. I shouldn't say regular, that's a little bit rude, but you know what I mean. Not an animal. Because is anyone really regular? Knee to the back of the head. And now he's stepping on the back of Chain's head, Jesus. Dropping the knee. Chain just getting manhandled on the outside of the ring. Uppercut. Doesn't quite connect. Chain clothesline. He calls himself the king of the lariat. 6 count. Haymaker. Snapmare. Cartwheel. Ooh. Swift kick to the jaw. I don't know if that's going to be effective or just piss the bear off. Chain's taking him time on the outside of the ring. Standing in front of the French Canadian commentator's table or walking past it, but he's got to get in the ring soon. Chain may have passed, may have a college degree, but does not mean that he knows how to count. Leg lariat. Oh my god, the bear said, let me show you how it's done. Blocked Chain's leg lariat and used one of his own, counter with one of his own. Tucks the kick and grabs the leg. I think that's the only time the height is an advantage for Chain, is ducking those big legs. And now the bear is mauling Chain. He is grabbing Chain by the head. It is an old-fashioned mauling and Chain is bleeding. I don't know if that makes him more enticing to the bear or not, but he's got to be careful. The bear's got to back up for a bear hug. Squeezing at Chain. Chain's arm is caught under his armpit. The bear hug, one of the strongest hugs in the industry. Clothesline. Chain is bleeding across the eye. Right where the bear bit him. Sweeps the leg. Chain goes for the cover on a bear. 2. Kick out of 2. I would certainly say if Chain could pick up a win here, it would be a big upset. Super kick. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. How do you even get those tiny legs to reach all the way up there? And the knees. Chain going up top. Flying sheepdog headbutt. We haven't seen that in fucking forever. Flying knee. That's why we don't see it, because it didn't connect. Flying knee and another knee being driven from the bear. Those beefy knees. Off the rope. And a splash to the back. I think Chain might be done. Another bear hug locked in. Did Chain just tap? No. Chain slipped out of it. Shotgun drop kick. Super kick to the back. Flipped him all the way around for a super kick to the spine. Kicks him off. Knee again to the already bloodied face. Opening up those wounds. Misses it on the second time. Chain's back up. Shotgun dropkick into the barricade. That's why we call it a barricade. Because it's when the bear collides. Leg lariat. The bear sends him into the ring post. When metal meets flesh. It makes an unsettling sound. Oh God, what is the bear thinking? From the top rope! Just stepping up and over from the top of the rope! Double stomp to Chain! Bear's gotta weigh like 700 pounds, there's no way! Into the barricade! 3 count, and now biting him again! And a clothesline nearly taking Chain's head off. And maybe the crown of the king of the clothesline. Sends Chain back into the ring post. Oh, it's the fuckbuster. Kip up. Chain. Not completely out of it yet. 7. Makes it back into the ring. Super kick blocked. Off the ropes, running. What the fuck was that? Running headbutt. 1, 2, 3. Have you ever seen a bear out headbutt ram horns? The 4th member of the coalition makes it to the 2nd round. A bear with a massive win over UnchainedAwesome. All 4 members of the coalition, oh my God, have made it to the 2nd round as we will move on to the main event of the evening. Shift in the tides. Something more inspiring. That was crazy. Dude, I love this game because sometimes the AI just never uses a move. We've never seen him use that headbutt in the entirety of our lives. And he decided to just pull it out then. Like, I just love it. It tells its own story. Okay, this is the last match of the night, so if you guys want to get your points in and vote on someone or bet on someone, feel free to. But this will be the last match of the night. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream so far. And then if you guys will, after this match, we're going to raid out. And if you guys would like to stick around, I'd absolutely adore it if you guys would stick around for the raid. Because it makes everybody's day. Even if you're going to not stick for like the whole stream of the other person's stream, you know, just join in for the raid, say hello, drop a follow, make someone's day. You know how it is. Okay, let's get into the final match. It is time for the main event of the evening and the last match for the first round in the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. All 12 people after this match will have stepped foot in the ring, and only 6 will be remaining. And we're starting off with ShmeepsWorld. We saw BeepsWorld earlier in the tournament, was taken out by Draven. Can ShmeepsWorld follow in her deceased partner's footsteps and get to the 2nd round? It seems like teams have been doing pretty well, getting to the further in the rounds than other people. Looking at you, Coalition. But can ShmeepsWorld do it? I mean, you're gonna have to put your all into this. You can't let up. You can't let anybody give you an inch even. And ShmeepsWorld is going to go up one-on-one for our main event and final match in the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament with none other than MPW's own Bunny Bean. It is UnchainedAwesome, the Gore Bunny themselves. UnchainedAwesome still looking for that title opportunity. Has not held the open weight, has not held the idol, has not held the tag team championship. They are still waiting for their first title opportunity. Or, well, not idol opportunity, first title winning in general. First title, I guess. Can UnchainedAwesome do it? This whole new look in Season 2 for UnchainedAwesome. A completely different UnchainedAwesome than we saw in Season 1. I would say that it's done mixed results for UnchainedAwesome. They've picked up some big wins, but also they haven't been able to get those massive matches, those really important matches. Every time they come out, they do instill some sort of fear into their opponents, but sometimes that's not enough. You need to have that skill in your back pocket to be able to fully take your opponents out. Can UnchainedAwesome pick up a win, make it all the way through this tournament, and earn a shot at Rize's title one-on-one? We talk about people being the bridesmaid, but never the bride, and that is definitely what UnchainedAwesome has been in this in their career. They have constantly been the second man. Will they be able to pick up the win here and move on? They got to start picking up wins where it matters. And that's the hard part, is picking up wins where it matters. Because it doesn't matter if you can just pick up any old win. It matters if you can pick up the #1 contendership, the championship. You know, picking up wins will keep your stock from dropping down too far, but you have to be able to do something with that. You have to ride on that momentum. And I feel like that is the biggest issue that UnchainedAwesome has been having, especially in Season 2. We saw it through Season 1 that they were having this sort of issue, but I feel like they've come out with a new aggressive approach that has been really working for them. UnchainedAwesome swinging a miss. Or swinging a block. World's fluffiest slam. Blocked with the elbows by ShmeepsWorld. Shmeeps knows exactly what it means to be an Idol Division champion. Shmeeps has held the Idol Division championship one previous time before, held it for 65 days. And is also a former openweight champion. Sorry for the crunkles. Head scissor. Yeah, Shmeeps held the openweight championship for 56 days, which is pretty impressive considering the average is not very high, I don't think. ShmeepsWorld's got UnchainedAwesome up top. UnchainedAwesome, though, reversal. What are they looking for up here? Shmeeps is trying to keep UnchainedAwesome in place. Getting the elbows off. Starting this hot and heavy early. What is ShmeepsWorld looking for? Frankensteiner off the top rope! Frankensteiner spiking UnchainedAwesome. Basement dropkick. Starting it off with a hefty maneuver. ShmeepsWorld trying to go off the ropes. But UnchainedAwesome sends her over them. Kip up. ShmeepsWorld suplex on the floor. ShmeepsWorld climbs back into the ring. Dodge leaping Hurricane Rana. And out of the corner, bouncing out of the corner with a forearm. Basement dropkick again. Doesn't want to keep Shmeeps on her feet for too long. Both these two have a similar high flying style. Usaino dropping the knee, but they are very different in their approaches. I would say that Usaino is much more of a grappler than ShmeepsWorld is. ShmeepsWorld is much more of a striker than Usaino is. And ShmeepsWorld, speaking of high flying, is going to give the French-Canadian commentators a show! Swanton crashing and burning on the outside. Drops the knee, doesn't get it. But Shmeeps gains that momentum. DDT onto the concrete. The timeskeeper and the ring announcer backing away, or at least the timekeeper is. Working over the leg. They have till the count of 10, but Shmeeps gets Usaino in. The count of 5, going up top, but Usaino quick to their feet. Stops them. And now ShmeepsWorld, though, maybe has Usaino in a position that they want them to be, but wasting too much time with all the glitz and glamour. Usaino sends him off the apron. A minor misstep from ShmeepsWorld. How much will that affect the match? Jumps over. Takes out the back knee, 2 count. Usaino wants this in the ring. Usaino once again out of the corner, that forearm. Using the turnbuckles to their advantage. Now grabbing the back of the head, another forearm. I said Usaino's more of a grappler, but they've been striking a lot in this match. Maybe trying to mix things up, knowing not to get complacent. Bunny hop and Pele kick from Usaino out of the corner. Kick out of 2. Usaino definitely in the lead right now, I would say. When it comes to damage, Usaino going up top for the bunny stomp. Bunny stomp in the center of the ring as well. We could see a pretty... That could be okay. Kick out of 2. I couldn't even get the words out. I'm like, that definitely could have just ended the match right there. But if that doesn't end it, this might. Because Shmeeps might be going, nope. Shmeeps might be, nope. X Factor. Face first to the floor. And a flurry of punches to Usaino onto that open mouth that goes across their face. Off the ropes, ducks under, jumps over. Bunny stomp again, standing bunny stomp. Usaino now just kicking, a little disrespectfully kicking the face of ShmeepsWorld. I mean, sometimes you can't respect your opponents in the same way you would everyday people. Sliding one-legged drop kick. That was like a baseball slide kick. Usaino going all the way around, knee. Head between the turnbuckle and the knee does not feel good. Goes to the middle ropes. Usaino waiting for Shmeeps to get onto her feet. Drop kick, I think, of something swatted away. Shmeeps' foot is kind of close to the ropes, but a kick out of 1 either way does not matter. And I think my expert commentating opinion, I would say that Usaino is definitely still in the lead for how much damage has been inflicted. But Shmeeps is picking that steam back up. I don't know how you can pick steam back up, but she's doing it. Don't ask me. Shmeeps maybe looking for the second time's the charm on the same side she was before. Swanton doesn't quite connect, or doesn't connect exactly how she wanted it to, but she does connect right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table once again. Kip up. As they battle it out on the outside, bouncing her head off her knee. The hearts on her tights do not make the knee less deadly or any less painful. Chops lighting up the purple chest of Shmeeps. And Usano's going to make it in at 7. Shmeeps is going to follow suit. Usano pointing the loaded gun down at Shmeeps, but I don't know if threats are exactly what you need right now. What you need are actions, and that's exactly what ShmeepsWorld wants to show right now. Going back up top with Usano. Superplex from the top, holding through into the Falcon Arrow. Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. Kick out of the Falcon Arrow. Usano kicks out at 2. Shmeeps not giving any time to breathe, going back up to that middle rope. Jump into the top rope for a moonsault. Or Shining Wizard misses. Neckbreaker. Shmeeps is going to take this opportunity to take advantage of the misstep from Usano and nearly costing them the match. I think we're at the point in the match where any big move could potentially take it out, and I think Usano's mouth might be bleeding. Shmeeps once again, 3rd time's the charm, and it is! No, it's not! Once again, landing on the shoulders. The shoulders driven into Shmeeps' back. I don't know if that was... I don't know if you want to try that again, Shmeeps, but it has not been working out for you. I mean, it's been connecting with Usano, but I feel like it's doing as much damage, if not more, just back to her. Usano wants to make it back in the ring, doesn't want to risk a count out. Very smart, and Usano is kind of a cockier side of Usano, saying come on into the ring. Maybe overconfidence, or maybe just regular confidence. Nada bumps him. Shmeeps puts Usano back into the corner. This is a very dangerous position for Usano. They might be going for a second ride today. No! Usano sends Shmeeps off the ropes, ducks under, jumps over, arm drag, kip up, sling blade rolls through into a drop kick. A beautiful combination by Usano. Float over DDT, and now Shmeeps is sharing the mask of Crimson with Usano. Usano up top, Bunny Stomp connects! I think that might be it for Shmeeps. 1, 2, 3, and it is. Dashing the dreams of Shmeeps. But moving on to the next round. For the Idols, we will start round 2 next week for the... Or not actually... Well, yeah, next week. Because we are going into Divisions on Saturday. The premium live event of Masu Pro Wrestling, where the Idols fight the Icons for division supremacy. And next week we will pick up the #1 contenders tournaments. Maybe this is the chance for Usano to move all the way. That blood just dripping from their face, basking in it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Masu Pro Wrestlington. We will see you guys we'll see you guys on Saturday for MPW Presents Divisions. And that's all she wrote, folks. Next Thursday, we will do Divisions, and then 2 more shows after that. And that's kind of how we're going to be doing stuff. We might actually not do Divisions next Thursday. It depends on how I feel. But we do MPW. If you like wrestling, we do MPW every other Thursday, usually. Depends how I feel. But I feel like that was a pretty fun stream, in my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. 88% went to Shmeeps, 12% went to Usano, so the lucky 12% picks up a pretty decent chunk of money. Decent chunk of tiny chains. And also, how's it going, Merlin? Yes, this is Masu Pro Wrestling 10. Sulfur Sandbox got 5.7K. How's it going, Sulfur? Thank you so much. All right, let's go see who is on. Let's see who we can raid. And if you guys, like I said earlier, could stick for the raid, I would super appreciate it. Ooh, I mean, we always raid them, but I might have to. I'm going to just go through. I have a lot more people that I have to go through. Okay, I didn't have as many people as I thought left. I'm raiding Ty. We're raiding Ty. We raid him like every MPW stream. I'm unoriginal. I'm unoriginal, but I'm going to raid Ty. If you guys would, I would really, really appreciate it. I mean, if you guys have been around, you guys know who Ty is, but if you don't, I would really appreciate it if you guys stuck around. Ty's really, really cool. And if you support them, you support me, so I would really appreciate it. They're a really cool person. They do a lot of art. Right now, they're playing Remnant 2. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for either Code Vein or Pow World. Maybe something. There's a chance for Marvel Rivals in there. But I'll see you guys tomorrow nonetheless. Bye! Matane! Bye-bye!